by meditating regularly, we create a situation where our life is established on the result of meditation, the goal of meditation. You don't have to meditate all the time. All our principles are to do less and accomplish more. No? That is skill in life.
Thank you.
What happens is this. When we are regular in meditation, we are exposing our nervous system to regular hours of deep rest. Regular hours of deep rest. All those who sleep in time and wake in time and eat in time, act in time, rest in time, those where the life is regulated, that regularity of life, of activity and rest, regular habits, they contribute to good health. It's a general experience. So when we meditate morning and evening, apart from the physiological changes to which the body gets regulated and in this way builds up the momentum of a very flexible nervous system where adaptability to environmental influences is maximum. It has already been found that the reaction time becomes faster. This is on the level of psychology. And with this, the basis of this is change in the metabolic rate and change in the biochemistry of the system. So these basic changes brought about by meditation produce an overall influence of stability. And that is very important to cultivate. And then, once we have exposed the system to this desired change, and then we should use this system with that change brought about through meditation in daily life, in order that this change during meditation does not remain a change during meditation, but becomes habituated to be a condition during activity. And when that beautiful state of change, modified functioning of the nervous system brought about during meditation is maintained during activity, then the efficiency of life is raised to that high value. What we have during meditation is, due to all these changes, a feeling of fullness, unbounded awareness, transcendental consciousness, pure consciousness, the home of all knowledge, the basis of all activity, tremendous contentment, fullness of life. This we get momentarily. And this results from all these modifications on the physiology, psychology, biochemistry and neurology, all these changes brought about on the physical functioning of the nervous system produces that beautiful state of awareness. Now, what we aim at is that this state of physiology, these changes which produce that beautiful awareness, that fulfillment, should not be lost even when we are active or doing anything, whatever. This is the aim, so that we live a perpetual state of contentment in all our undertakings and experiences within boundaries in the whole field of relative life. That is the intention. The formula for that is, we bring about these modifications in the physiology during meditation and immediately start to act, so that this changed physiology may, we hope so, may partake of that physiology which is conducive to activity. Physiology is different during activity and it is different during meditation. So we want the physiology during activity to partake of that physiology which is during meditation, so that the fulfillment gained during meditation, that widened awareness, that state of fulfillment, contentment, that all balanced state of life, that home of all knowledge, that should not go when we enter into activity. So we must alternate these experiences. We must give our nervous system the alternation of these two different kinds of physiology. During meditation, those beautiful changes, and then during activity it changes. So changing from one state to the other, like that, like that, like that, the system becomes habituated to maintain that wonderful changed value of physiology which we gain during meditation, even when one comes out into activity. And for this alternation of experience of meditation, action, we generally say 5 minutes in the bank and full day in the market. It's a good proportion. 15 minutes, 20 minutes, morning, evening meditation, full day activity, just this. So that the nervous system becomes used to alternation of these two conditions of physiology, like that, like that. Just because in order to produce that state of fullness, that transcendental pure awareness, the system has to be, we use the terms, highly purified, the state of purification. And that means structurally purified and materially purified. Structurally, the system has to be flexible. Everything should function absolutely free from any resistances, like that, like that. And then, over and above the smooth functioning of different parts of the nervous system, the material of which these different parts are built, the chemistry, the neurology, the chemistry part of it, the physiology part of it, should also be such as to allow, you would say, infinite flexibility. That degree of flexibility which is needed in order to produce that wonderful state of awareness. So, the system as it is exposed to so much of stress and strain, due to which the chemistry of the system is not what we may call normal. Neurology is not normal, physiology is not normal. So it's not normal, it's subnormal. Meditation brings about those changes which tend to make the whole thing normal more and more and more and more and more and more. And that normal condition produced in each meditation is then exposed again to the same usual abnormal situations when we are active again. But because the system is constructed to live normality, the power of nature, if it is allowed to function, and during transcendental meditation we just do, we allow the power of nature to reset the structure in such a way that the functioning becomes normal. All that is needed for the chemistry to be normal, for physiology to be normal, all that takes place automatically, because we leave our mental impulses to be overtaken by that force of nature, which is only evolutionary. This being the situation, automatically the system becomes more and more normal and more normal. A little degree of normality gained, and we must expose the system to activity. A little more degree of normality gained, and this happens in every meditation, the system must be exposed to activity, so that the increasing normal conditions become habituated for activity. And this is what we want. Otherwise, that normal state is gained. And if the system is not exposed to activity, then we will remain in the transcendental consciousness, out of the world, completely close to the outer perception and all that. But that cannot be an all-time reality of life, because all time remaining in the transcendent will be not fulfilling to life, just because activity, change is the nature of life. We can't just get out of it. So one must have to be active, and in order to be in that fulfilled state while acting, the system must be exposed to these two processes: meditation, action, meditation, action. Gradually the habit of the nervous system to maintain that purified state of physiology and chemistry and biology and all that while acting, so that we start to live life under those normal functioning conditions of the nervous system. That is why a very balanced, regulated practice of meditation and regular, comfortable activity during the day. Just that. It only needs a little bit regulated life and comfortable as the environment provides, or as we can provide under the circumstances we live in. Morning and evening, regular meditations. And in this way, the change that the life will find will be permanent. Our aim is to create a permanent situation for life in fulfillment. Not just temporary 5-10 minutes we feel good and then come out. But the procedure of alternation of meditation and activity is has been designed to produce a permanent state of physiology which will create and maintain that unbounded awareness in a very natural way, no matter what we are doing. And it is this transformation which structures that kind of fullness. Which we illustrate in the words cosmic consciousness. That ability to comprehend the whole thing, yet engaged in the parts,